cyclists, welcome back to day 23 of Vlogmas. Today's video I am going to be decorating or customizing my very own Christmas ornament. Now as you can see, this is a little bit of a strange Christmas ornament, but let me explain. So I live sort of near a bayou, and they had this Christmas event going on where they had tugboats kind of decorated with lights go down and show off their boats or whatever. And at this event they also had a little like table where you could customize a different ornament. So you could either get a tile or a oyster shell like this. And I thought the oyster shell was so cool and unique and really sort of felt like, you know, my hometown. So I decided to pick this one up, and I thought it would be cool to take you guys along with just the simple customizing of the oyster shell. So I'm using Posca pens right now, which are basically just like really thick paint pens. They have the consistency of paint, but it's like in a pen, so it's a lot easier to control, and dry time is quicker. So right now I'm just decorating the back with just some simple green lines. I chose like a light green, and then I'm gonna go in there with red and sort of do alternating lights, sort of like a Christmas tree or like some sort of ribbon of some sort. But I just wanted to make this part simple because it was very jagged and very bumpy on the end. So I just wanted to make sure that it was a simple design that would, you know, still look nice and Christmassy without like being super difficult or looking messy or, you know, jagged because of the lines and everything like that. My family and I started this tradition last year where we decorated an ornament based off of something that happened that year or was going to happen that year. So last year, you know, in 2021, I ended up graduating from high school in May, and I did a little ornament of like a little me getting like a diploma and in like a cap and gown sort of thing. And so this year I wanted to commemorate the experience of this summer. We went to New York. So on the back of this, as you're going to see in a second, I drew Rockefeller Center, not very well, but you know, just something simple like that. And then I just wrote like 2022 underneath it because, you know, commemorating the year and everything. And this is a tradition we started last year. So everybody in my family did a different ornament to commemorate something that happened to them that year. So I'm hoping I can continue this tradition because that would be really cool, because then you just have a set of ornaments for like your whole life and everything like that. I was worried that the Poscas were not going to, like the paint from the pens were not going to stick as well to this side, because this side was a lot more smooth and it had like more of a porcelain-y feel, which most of the time it's hard for paint to stick to that material without being sanded. But I didn't have a sander with me, so I decided to just try it out and see. And the paint doesn't stick like great or anything, but it definitely sticks on better than I thought it would. And so after recording this, I ended up putting a couple more coats of paint, you know, pens to try and get it to, you know, get darker or to, you know, get less bumpy or whatever for the paint or whatever. And it didn't work the best, but again, it's good enough for me, and I think that they get the gist and everything like that. And then I was originally going to alternate the 2022 in the green and red, but I sort of forgot and just ended up doing the whole thing in red. So then I ended up going in and adding some green polka dots to the background to sort of just jazz it up a bit, make it a little bit more exciting, and to incorporate that green into it as well. And I think this was actually a really good decision because it kind of almost looks like snow falling, which makes sense for the Christmas theme, but it more or less just makes it, you know, kind of pop a bit more like that. I also off camera went ahead and outlined Rockefeller Center in black, but here is an up close look of the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's final day of Vlogmas content. Alright, bye!